And I bow down to the light body in all of you, the divine light body, which is none other than God. Okay, today we have a very good topic, and it's not a coincidence that it's coming up now. You know, when we plug on to synchronicity, when we plug on to our higher self, you'll be surprised. A lot of times, whatever we do, it's online. Online means you don't, there's no, have you all heard of this just-in-time management? It's by Japanese. This is humming. Okay. Just in time. The Japanese, they do this. They don't keep stock. Whatever their order is, the stock comes and it goes. So it's just in time management. There's no keeping of stocks. So this plugging on to the cosmic self and synchronicity is like that. There's no stock. Whatever that comes, you use it immediately. You don't get to keep it. You can keep maybe little, but you have to pass it on quick. Yeah, so this is online management that we are learning to do. Now, so this cosmic rays, this 12 rays, which Sister Vladka is going to speak about later, I believe is like that. You learn about it, she shows you what it is, you would be immediately using it. There's no time for you to keep and examine and enjoy and see who you want to give. No. Receive. As she says, it will happen. As she's speaking, it's already there. As she's telling, it's already awakened inside you. Yeah, this is like the synchronicity is like that. You immediately use it. Yeah, and very appropriately today. Why so? Because today is final day for stage 7 Global Akanda Rudra Parayana. Is a very significant day because we are doing Yagnam in all stations, fire puja in all stations. So I have attended 2, 3 actually, and it's tremendous. The energy is very powerful, very strong. It is. I saw the great solar flash in it also. There is a connection, direct portal to that space, and the great solar flash come and I was distributing like mad. But I would like to draw to you all something else. This is, I think all of us are mature enough, all of us are grown-ups here, and we need to know this. There are stories about energies trying to stop Yagnams. I'm sure many of you have heard about it. Many of you have, you know, the stories where even Vishwamitra, he's trying to conduct a Yagnam and, you know, he got disturbed by demons, and after that, he has to go and call Rama. That time Rama is such a small boy, and still he came and whacked the demons. Okay. Well, I have conducted a lot of Yagnams. I don't know how, maybe it's written in my DNA. I'm telling you, it is true. It is true. There are energies which will come and try to stop the Yagnam. Yeah? And these Yagnams, you know, is a threat to them actually, because they have been occupying a space, and all of a sudden we are making a hole in it and opening it up, right? And to disperse this energy and to have more purity and more love in the space and more oneness. Yeah, this oneness. So these energies, they do come. Yeah, they do come, and I think it'd be great if all of you can learn this from Sister Vladka today. This rays, immediately use it to protect the Yagnams. Protect as in see that, okay, maybe we can start with seeing God involved. It's just like Vishwamitra, they call upon Rama to come and protect, right? So you are seeing Rama coming to manage the Yagnam, okay? So in the same way, you can start with that. You can start with using the rays to see your Lord taking care of the Yagnam. In other words, you are using it to call upon your Lord to protect the Yagnam. That's what it is. Yeah? So it's a very, you know, if you utilize it in that way, you envision your Lord there. That is good. Envisioning is very powerful. Okay, and envisioning is almost telling that, so be it. Whatever you see, with devotion and energy, with love, that's what you are telling. So be it, like this. So it's very powerful to be able to envision this. And please, if you can, on all 7 stations, because there are 7 stations around the zone, they're all going to conduct Yagnams, and I've seen them coming. The last one is very incredible. I'm going to post it in the Quantum Ascension group. That's the US channel. That's the final one where Rameshji will come and conduct. That's a very big Yagman. Okay. So it'd be great if all of us can participate as light workers. This is a light workers job. Have you all heard of light workers? Well, all of you are going to be light workers. Once you know the race and you are sharing it in a very selfless way, in a way of elevation of humanity, mankind, and the entire world, the vibrations are increasing just for the welfare of the universe, then you are light worker. Okay? All right. Without further ado, I'd like to pass on to Sister Vladka. Om Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, everyone. Just tell me, do you hear me properly because of the connection? It's everything okay? It's not breaking?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Because it was breaking when Julius was speaking, so I don't know it's mine or from other side. So I never know where is breaking. Okay.
It is okay.
Good. Okay, so just tell me if I'm losing, if you're losing the contact, just tell me so that I stop and that we wait and fix it again.
Okay.
So today we will start with the race and importance of it and how you can use it. I was thinking that maybe it will be possible to put it in one lecture, but it will not. It's such a huge thing. Maybe 2 or 3 lectures we will need. Let's see. Today we will start with first 7 and planetary level. Then we have extension of 5 more, and then we have 12, which is the cosmic level. This will come much later, because we need to go from roots and understand the energy that we can receive higher frequency of it. And with this race, we will understand ourselves more, and the race we can use also to do transcendentation of negative ego. And and the race is just available energy. All you need to do is to ask, which it's the information which is available for us now. So I will try to do my best to explain it, and I have some material on English. I find something, so later I will post on the group some basic things. What is the color? What is additional qualities of every ray? What is the glamour of or illusion, or that part? Every aspect of us, okay, in the 3D reality, on planetary level, how we used to it until now, we have duality, okay? We have positive and negative aspects, and as soon we accept it and recognize it, we can transcend it and go higher. So this knowledge will help you to transcend your, that you understand, first of all, your nature, your character. So with the race, you will understand your character. And it will help you see the other types of energy to develop what you want, where you want to go, okay? Let me say some basic things about the race, okay? We will speak about the 7 basic ones. So it's like we always start with basic things like 7 chakras. And it's very interesting. We also have 7 crafts for this Rudram. Yeah, it's amazing. So we will start with 7 basic rays. First three are the basic for all 7, and we call them the rays of aspect. And then the next 4 are the rays of the attribute. And so the first, just a second, I'm disturbed, just a 1 second, I'm disturbed with something, just a second. Okay, I'm here. Sorry to stop because my dog was crying, so I was just checking is it leopard around. And so we have the first 3 rays. The first one, we called it the ray of the power, will, and the purpose. Okay, and the second one is the ray of the love and the wisdom. And the third one is the ray of the activity, creativity, intelligence. So these 3 rays are basic one, and every monad belongs to one of this. Okay, so every monad is created from 3 of them. The next 4 are extension and under the rule of the third one. So the next 4 are the 4th ray of harmony through conflict, where we have beauty and like artist. Then the 5th one is the ray of the concrete knowledge. So the knowledge belongs here. Then the 6th one is abstract idealism and devotion. And the 7th one is the ceremony, magic, rituals, or organization. And where we have form, no, where we are speaking about the form. What we are, how we can correlate ourselves with this race. So every of us on the planet, every extension of the soul is made of first 6 rays. Okay, so there is a ray for monad. You belong to one ray. There is a ray for your soul, and there is a ray for your personality. Then we have ray for your mind, mental body, emotional body, and physical body. And this is how you are made. And these things can be different, or the same time you can have 2 rays in the different bodies. It doesn't matter. So you can be more polarized in some of the rays. And first you are connecting, of course, with the soul, and then later you giving your will to the will of the monad, which is which you are guided of. Let's see how we can start. So in the beginning, before we don't understand our spirituality and we are not connected, we are most polarized only on physical body, emotional body, and mental body. Okay, this is what is dominating with us. And once when the soul touches, and start leading us, it's becoming it's becoming like a fight in us for the leadership of the soul. You know, you are like fighting with yourself to choose the leadership of the soul, and then we can use, whenever we have these inner fights, we can use rays to support us. No, this energy can support us. And let me see, can I give some example? This we will note. Yeah, the race, it's not influencing only on our like personalities and the beings. It's also the race we have in different systems, and we the countries have different race, quality of different race. The institutions can have different race, cities, etc. So it's not only that this energy is focused on the people. So this is the aspect and attribute of the God manifesting on the planet. Let's start with one of them, one by one, so you will be able to understand more. Yes, and please remind me if I forgot. Maybe it's better that I say this now because it come on my mind. So the rays are also involved in the our karmic order. Okay, we have 7 rays and 7 masters of the karma. And so, for example, the first ray belongs to big director, big God director. He is a one member of the karmic order. Then we have the goddess of the freedom, is the second ray. Then Lady Nada is the third ray. Then Pallas Athena.
Sister.
Yes?
Sister. Do you have a diagram to show all this? Because this is too much information. I can't absorb any of it.
No. Now I don't have. You just need to listen and feel it. This is
Okay.
nothing. Later you will get material. You will
Okay.
get material and you will go through the written form. Now you just need to listen and observe it. And what you catch, you will catch. This is how it goes, because we have a limited time. I was going in this lecture, so let me tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 lectures. One lecture was 3 to 4 hours. So,
Right.
okay, so I'm just trying to give the summarum of summarum, and you will need to study on it, or we will extend more. But I'm just introducing you with this, okay? And so leave some space.
Yeah.
I'm going through material, so I want to leave the space that we experience it. So we will take ray by ray, and you will get homework.
Perfect.
You will get homework. You can work with it. So the other things we will continue later, because it's not possible to give it in 1 hour all informations and that you understand completely. So
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, just open your mind for something new and try to receive it. This is only what you need to do.
Okay, so
I'm trying to speak very slowly, more than usual. How I'm usually like, but I'm really controlling myself, that you get the point of it, that you understand the principle. Not that you have all knowledge. Knowledge is to study, okay? But you need to have principle. You will have homework, and then your journey to research it. We need more time for that. Then where I stop, yeah. So the I was speaking about the masters of the karma. Then the fifth master of the karma is Elohim Vista, and its fifth ray. The sixth ray belongs to Kuan Yin, and the seventh for Tia. So this is why I'm putting karmic order now. I want that you take a beautiful opportunity, which is from tomorrow, and it's happening twice per year. Okay. It's the masters of the karma are giving us possibility that we work more on our karma, that we get the karmic release and forgiveness, and they are supporting us on differently way in 2 dates in the year. So first date is from 15th of June, which is from tomorrow, to 14th of the July. Okay, so you have 1 month to work with the masters of the karma, and you can send your prayers, or the karma is not something fixed. Once when you learn your lesson, and this lesson don't need to go very far and for the years, all of us experience some type of mercy. Yeah, I think that everybody experience a type of mercy and release of something which we maybe even not deserve. Okay, so now is opportunity that with your full heart you pray for your change. Okay, karma is here only to teach us. As soon you open yourself to see that there is another choice for you, immediately you are going over karma. Okay, this is the order which is taking care of Akash and everything. And in this month, I will explain this a little bit more how you can do it. You can pray, okay, that you get or release or opportunity to do it somehow. Sometimes returning karma, it can be very pleasant thing, no matter what you did. Okay, because you will decide to serve or you will decide to help somebody. So it can be very pleasant process, what you need to do. But the first step is be aware where you need to do different choice. It's coming first in mind and different choose. Okay, so that's why I told you this. I didn't want to forget. So for tomorrow, 1 month, we can pray and work on this part. Let's go for our race. Is this clear what I said now?
Yes, Vlatka.
I'm giving you one tip.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, be smart and take it. No, don't think, oh, what is this? No, just make your prayer, whatever is bothering you. As they will not give you what you don't be able to do it, and there is no some shortcuts. If you need to do something, you will need to do something. But there is a mercy. It's a God love, and it is possible to go over the destiny. So just speak with yourself and see what you can do with your prayers more in this manner. Okay, let's go back on our race. Let's start one by one. So did you understand that our energy, our bodies, I'm speaking now about our physical body, our emotional body, our mental body, and I'm speaking about our soul. Let's say the first contact with the spirituality, and I'm speaking about the monad. And there, these things have a race. They are like colored. There are different aspects of energy or attribute of energy which are you made of. Everybody of us are made of this. Later, how we are becoming more light beings. Okay, we are updating this race, and they get more. They get new light on it. The new light is coming on this race, and we are using more fine types of the race, which belongs to cosmic levels and to our cosmic monad, or it belongs to galactic level, solar level, multi-universal level. Okay, so this is later we are updating ourselves with the more light. But this is the basic how we are created with different types of race. So you can also recognize yourself in some. Okay, you can see how your physical body is made, and so you can easily, you will recognize which ray belongs to you, and how you reacting on some things, how you are speaking, how you are thinking, what work are you doing. Okay, also will show you where are you belonging. And but the same thing to all of us, if we are belonging to the same monad, we have the same ray for our monad, for our planetary monad, for our cosmic monad, is the same one. Okay, so this is like, we are different, but there is something where we are the same. Okay, let's start with the 3 aspects of the God and 3. Hola, yes, somebody saying something? No. So let's start with the first 3. So the first one is the ray of the power, will, and the purpose. So this energy sometimes can be very unpleasant, dominate, you know, people sometimes don't like this type of energy. We always want to be in soft and love, you know, but to achieve something, okay, to become somebody, you need to have strong will. Yeah, is this correct? Even to wake up in the morning on 8 o'clock, you need to have personal power and will. So this is that ray. It's a ray of power, dynamic, purpose. You know, the purpose of the life belongs to this ray. And the fearless power of ruling, clear vision. People of this ray have clear vision, strength, courage, leadership, sense of time. You know, these people are not late. They know exactly, they have some structure in the timing. But also how we have positive, we can also have, you know, negative side, like pride, ambition, hardness. You know, I have this type, so these people can be very heavy sometimes, you know, to deal with them. Arrogance, a desire to control others. Okay, this is the lawyer part. So the people who wants to control, and that's why this ray is very shown in the politics, government, directors, you know, rulers of places and people. So this is, and the emotion, which is the negative form, which needs to be transcendent, it's anger. Okay, so those people need to learn how to transcend anger. Anger is amazing energy. Okay, it's a power. And anger, if you use this energy, you can go through it. It's like instead that you get angry on others and that you send negativity to other people, you can get angry to do something. Okay, you say to yourself, now it's enough. From tomorrow, I'm starting at 8 o'clock, and I will do this. It's enough. So let's call it positive anger. So this is the transformation of the first ray, and it can be always used for higher good. Then let's see what else we can say about the first ray. The first ray is also the ray of the protection, okay, and the cleaning. So you can use this energy, and you can use the master, which we will say, and archangel, to protect yourself, to protect your place. It's not good to send to planet. This ray, it's not, we should not send to planet and around and send it like this. It's very important how we use, because this ray is very powerful. It's a power, okay? And so for protection and for the cleaning, your place, and you just fulfill yourself with this light, and you are protective from the lower energies. And so let's say who is the master or the Chohan. So the main director of this place is Allah Gobi. His name is Allah Gobi, the first ray. He is not so known, and actually those who are fulfilling the will of God are working behind the scenes. So they are not very well known, and they know how to do behind the scenes, and you will not recognize them. And so Allah Gobi is not some Chohan who we know about it and we cannot easily connect with him, but he have his master who we can call all the time, and his name is El Moria. Okay, and whenever you need protection or cleaning, or you need to do something like you need power to fulfill your mission or something very important, you can fulfill yourself with this energy, and you will have success, and you will get this power and motivation. Yeah, motivation, what you need to do. So what else we can say here? This was said. Yeah, so there is one very nice sentence which I find in my materials. Master Dwal Kul said, the biggest dream for the evil is that man or woman are all the time in the goodwill, not doing nothing. Okay, so if you can understand, so just sitting and waiting that something is happening, it will not be done. And the dark side likes this a lot. So the dark side like to use people who are such a goodwill all the time and not willing to do anything. Yeah, if you can understand this. So sometimes you need to take responsibility. So the first ray is taking responsibility and do something about it. And for that, you need will. Yeah, the archangel who is here, you can always call, is Archangel Michael. The higher color of this ray, it's electric blue. Okay, it's electric blue, like when you put in the cooker this gas. It's not purple, it's just electric blue, very specific color. And this is what we can say until now. And those masters are mostly working with the government, politicians, and they're bringing some lightness to it. It's a lot of work, especially on the planetary level. So we should not send it on the planetary level because it can be abused as a power. But we can work for ourselves and for our personal needs. Let me see, do I have something here, or we can go? Yeah, one sentence which I want to say here is that the first ray person have possibility to channelize anything. Okay, so though they will get information, those guys just from nowhere, they get some knowledge and they just channelize for the people and don't even never heard about it, and they don't know about it. So they're very good channelizer and very good cleaner, and they are making the change. Okay, making change means like Shiva, no, destructive, to destroy things which not no more use. And this is the positive side, because those guys and the first ray people, they just have this power and they need to use it somewhere. So it's good to use it for destroying something which no longer serve us. And this is the positive side of it. And they're very, very they are known like with strong energy, you know, and the people, they are afraid of them, or they judge them and say, oh, these guys are too much and things. But this is their nature, and we just need to accept it, that we are different, and accept all aspects of the God. Okay, let's go on ray number 2. Ray number 2 is ray which most people like it, and belongs to the biggest teachers on the planetary level. So all teachers of any kind of planetary teachers, like Sri Ravi Shankar and our Swami, and who were doing with the maze of people, lots of people, they belong a lot to this ray. The physical body is smaller and very gentle with the very tiny bones, while the first ray people, they have big bodies and strong bones. So it's a difference here. And the second ray, the masters who we have here, we have three masters: Lord Maitreya, our Sanat Kumaru, and Master Kutumi. So they have different, and our dual kul. So they have different like duties in this ray. For example, dual kul is responsible to bring and work with the people who are teachers, any kind of teachers, whatever you want to teach, any kind of education belongs to this ray, you know. So whenever you are sharing some knowledge or you are working with other people, you should call this ray to support you, because this ray is very strict for the education. Mostly we know about it. It's very gentle energy. The color is a blue, dark blue. We could see it many times over the Swami head, you know, dark blue color. I noticed many pictures and I saw it many times. Yes, this is for the second ray. Let me see this other paper which I have. What I don't forget something. Okay, so the attributes and what is here. So here we have the quality of love and wish for the pure knowledge, for the truth. So those people who are searching for the truth, what the truth is, belongs to this ray, or they have in some of their bodies, or they belong to this monad. They can easily visualize. They are very sensitive. They are ambassadors, and mostly in the schools they work like a teachers, and they are trying to bring the proper view of the thing to the people. So they are searching for the truth view, not like we will see later. We have one ray where the personality wants to say their own truth, not what the truth really is. They're very intuitive and receptive, very peaceful, and they look very stable and calm. And sometimes they can be suspicious. So the negative part of this ray is to be suspicious and cold and a little bit selfish. They won't sometimes use this knowledge for the selfish needs. And they need to learn how to use love in everything. This is the lecture, and this is the main thing of this ray: to love and compassion for everybody. And our solar system belongs to this ray. So all our solar system of our existence belongs to this ray. Then let's go on the third one. Third one is the ray of the active intelligence. Okay. Active intelligence, this is the guys when you can easily recognize them. This is the managers in the businesses, and they know to say the proper thing in the proper time. They are very they can easily, how to say, I'm searching English word, they can
Diplomat.
easily, yeah, and they can adapt themselves very easily. And this is the quality of this ray, which we also need to learn, to adapt ourselves in our higher self everywhere. Yeah? And the third ray belongs to Mahachohan. So there in internet you will find the different names. I don't know. I'm just sharing my learning from my school, from the Dr. Joshua Stone. He was a transpersonal psychologist, and so I'm sharing this. I saw in internet such a different information, and if you are confused or this is confusing for you, you can always say, I'm just calling the Mahachohan and the master of the death ray. So he will come, okay, the proper one. If you get confused, because I cannot say, oh, we just follow mine, and I just want to say, oh, wow, this is the only truth. No, I don't know why on the internet somebody posted yesterday there are a little bit different order between masters. I don't know why it's like this, but I'm sharing what I learned. So in the third ray we have Mahachohan. We call him Mahachohan. His name is actually never known completely, and he's one of the 6 Kumaras, and very correlated to our Sanat Kumaru, which we visit in the Shambhala. This ray is very important, and it's influencing on the next 4, and it's developing of the principle of intelligence on the planet, and it's like the mastering over the civilization. And Mahachohan is doing this, and this ray belongs to the concrete things. So what, for example, in your daily life that you don't fly a lot, this ray helps you that you do concretely things, that you manifest them. Exactly what you need to do, like concrete knowledge. And he's manifesting with the will of the God. He's connecting with the will of the God. He's also manipulating with the powers of the nature and lots of other electricity energies. And he's fulfilling himself from the throat chakra of planetary logos. Okay. This array is the master of this ray, by my teaching, which we can call, is Serapis Bey. Okay, we already met him and we were speaking about him, and he's still leading 4th ray. Some parts, some duties he have there, but he took completely 3rd ray, and so this is the master who we can call. And they, like we said, they know to do the right thing in the right time. This is the quality of this ray, and I think that all of us need it. And if we are calling this ray and fulfill our bodies, we are getting this quality. The 3rd ray, so it belongs to the philosophy, metaphysics, you know, and those people who are dreamers, we call them dreamers, but they really know what they are doing, and they never give up, which is also the quality of the 1st ray. But the 3rd one, they're just continuing. They know exactly what they want and what to do. One of them, very famous, is Thomas Edison, and very often they're perfectionists, you know, they just want to do everything properly, and very independent. The negative things, the negative principle of this ray is they want everybody else do how they do. So like they will try to convince you that you follow their way, and that, you know, they know how to do it and things like this. So this is the, like, let's say, lawyer quality of this ray. They are very focused and concrete and logic, and they are very clear, organized, and they are always aware of coincidences. So they don't do anything, they're aware what they do, what result they will get, and they don't stop until they don't fulfill their goal. So this is the ray which can help us to our ascension, that we, after we set up our goal, you will just use this ray to manifest it and fulfill it in proper way. Sometimes they can be a little bit cold, and they like to go in isolation and stubborn, maybe sometimes selfish, but many good qualities which can help us on our ascension path. So Serapis Bey, and then we have the 4th ray. So this next 4th are under the rule of the 3rd ray, and the 4th one is the green color. Somebody was asking yesterday what is about the green color. So this is very specific ray, and its polarity is based on emotional body. and we call it the ray of harmony through conflict. So the lower side of this ray is conflict. We are always fighting with somebody and for something, and etc. And the higher, the higher attribute, which is on the higher levels, is harmony. We want to bring harmony everywhere. We are not anymore fighting. We are bringing harmony and balance. So as I said, it's connected to the solar plexus and our emotional body, which we need to learn. I think that the button which is now pushed on whole humanity is this button of emotional body. So this is the ray which we can call to balance and bring more harmony to it. The master which we can call is Paul Venetian, and Serapis Bey is still there for some part. And this ray, these people who are polarized in this energy, they are mirrors to other people very easily. You know, they just play the role of the mirror. They easily catch energy and show the people who they are. So this is their rule also. So this is the ray of art. So all artists are in this. So you have artists who are more in conflict, if you notice, and their art is shown through conflict, and then you have the masters who are more in harmony. And Mozart and Leonardo da Vinci. This is the two guys which belongs to this ray very, very strongly. They're very connected to it. Then let's say what else? This is also the ray of music. Let me see where the ray of the music, and we already know. So every light. Actually, no. Let me say like this: every picture, every art have frequency and the color. So the frequency which we are saying here is the music of the spheres, which we can call from higher levels, especially from, it's called intonation of the archangels. And this is what the artists are using for healing. No, they say the future, actually now we were experiencing already. The future of the healing, it will be sound. Okay, different frequencies. This is what our Arcturians are using. They're using the frequencies to heal us also. And let's say what else we need to say for the fourth ray. This is the types of people who like to go for trekking, you know, long walks. They like to be with animals a lot. They like to drive a car for long distance. They like to manipulate also. So this is the ray of the manipulation. And for them, it's very important that they get self-control over themselves, and then they can easily use the power of this ray for the higher good. Let me see something else here
Latka?
important. Yes.
Are they the people who listen to the music for very
They
long
are
time?
artists. Yeah, they are artists. They use music for many things. Even the music can be used in the bad things. Look, everything what exists as an energy have positive. It can be used positive or negative. Okay, like I said, knife. So you have knife. With knife, you can cook the food, or you can kill somebody. This is the same thing with the music or any kind of type of energy. But we who are going to light, and we are transforming ourselves, and we are following the God will, and we who decide the path of the light, we should use this positive aspect of this energies which is given to us. Okay. So even, you know, the music was used, Hitler was using music to do many bad things. And
I don't know.
yeah. So I will speak about this later, and I would ask you that all you think which path you are choosing. There are two paths. It's just a choice. And for now, for all humanity is given the choice. Are you choosing the dark part or are you choosing the part of the light? And this is your right. Okay, that's why we don't judge the dark side. Why we are not judging the dark side? Because the dark side is also in the plan. Okay, and with reason, which is the God will only. Okay, and but our choice is who we want to be and where we are going, and what is the consequences of the choosing the dark path, and what is the consequences to choose the light path. This I will say a little bit later, because
Okay.
this is the
devotees using music are on the good side, right?
Yes. Some of them they can use it. Some of them you can use it consciously. I'm not saying some of them they can use it in negative also. It's an energy. It depends who you are. This is what you will give out. So this is a responsibility that we become more clean, and that we take more responsibility for ourselves. No. So when we are imitating, that we are sending the pure things out of us. Yeah. Yeah. Light as light, it's not bad. No, the white light, you will always call the light. But the other things which I'm saying, on the daily basis, more pure we are, more clear intentions we are, more we are aware. That's what we are imitating in our surroundings, for the other people, for the planet, for the animals. The energy is always the one. That's why we are everything is the one. No. But who you want to be and how you want to use it, this is that free will which we are speaking about. Okay, this is the place of this planet, is place of the free will, and this is your choice. And until now we didn't have choice. Many people didn't have choice to choose and say no to some things. Now the choice is open for everybody. In whichever side they are, they have right to choose and go forward if they want, and things like this. This is my point of view. I feel it. I saw it like this. So you can think about it and have your own opinion and see. So the fourth ray, I think that we finished.
Sister, sorry, you
yes.
said the fourth ray was control, but for a higher good. That is the positive side, and the negative was manipulation. For
there are many things. I will give you the paper. You will read there. Don't bother yourself. I cannot tell you everything. I'm just saying my experience. Okay. I'm just sharing through what I was going, and I cannot say everything. That's why I prepared on English paper, and you will see all these things there. It's written. No, for example, you will see what is the additional qualities, what is the specific glamours to be avoid, and what is the color, and things like this. So for every ray I have prepared, I will post it on our group, so you can go later through it.
Okay, the screenshot that we're seeing at the moment, it's saying ray 1 is willpower, but I thought you said ray 1 was anger. Is that not right?
Anger is the negative part of the ray. Okay, we have positive and negative. So the people who are a lot of angry, they for sure belong to the first ray, and they don't know how to use this energy on the proper way. Is the destruction energy, yeah? And we can be it can be used differently. Like I said, the anger you can use for good things. It's called the positive anger, that you change something. Okay, so it's an energy. Everything what is it is an energy. You just need to know how to use it. Okay?
Okay.
You get me? Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see. Now we have what else I said. Now we have the sixth ray. So this is the ray which is getting out of the use very soon. This ray belongs to the religion, to the devotion, but to devotion to the guru outside of us. Okay, and this is also what our Sai was saying. You are the God. So he was. We are devoted to him, but at the same time, he is teaching us how we supposed to be him and see this inner guru and see him inside of us. And this is the future. Yeah, this is the future. There will not be any more separation in religions. So It's already happening. We can see there are many masters who are putting all religion together, all leaders of all region together, and it will be more focused inside, not outside of the God. It will be focused the God in ourselves. But let's speak a little bit about the sixth ray. I couldn't choose this heart color on the link because this is the indigo blue color, not purple, indigo blue color. And so you know about the religion. The bad part of this, it's using in the religion for the wars and etc. So this is the lawyer expression of this this ray. And many speakers have this ray, who are the public speakers and poems, and those who are writing anything about religion or the God. Because why this ray will be stopped to use? Because the purpose of this ray is done. Okay, with this new golden age, we have something else, and the purpose is not anymore as it was before. What we'll have, we will use more seven ray instead of this one. And this ray, this is the people who are very fanatic, okay, about the religion, about the God and things like this. And they are giving all their power to this God or something out of them, okay? But now the more focus will be to have more personal power and to be along with the God, okay? Not separating God out of us. And this is already going to it. This is the ray. People who have a lot of this ray and this energy, they are sent, or they are very, devotee, and they do everything. Like holy Fragno. How is the Fragno? I don't know. Is there some English word for it? The negative part, sometimes they can be selfish and they can be jealous, and a lot of depending on other people. So in this situation, we can always call the third ray, which give you more independency and a little bit maybe isolation. And what they need to work on it, this ray needs to work on the personal strength and purity. They need to search for the truth, not what was said to them. They need to search for the pure truth. And stay a healthy mind, because fanatism can go a little bit far away. They need to stay stable. This is also in these guys. This race, how to say, get sometimes mental disease if they don't take it properly. They can instead of the illumination, they can finish in hospital. So all these people which we saw in hospital, and they see the other dimensions like ghosts and this, that, actually they're not crazy. They just expressing the lawyer aspect of this ray. They actually, what they see, it's actually real, but they don't know how to deal with this, and they were not taught to deal with this. They were not properly trained, and they decide to choose the lawyer part of this ray. Okay, this is the sixth ray. Jesus, Master Jesus is the master of this ray. Okay, then now we have the last one, 7 ray. 7 ray, we already get in touch with it. It's a purple light. The beauty of this ray, and it's the future of the use, it has three qualities to transform any energy, and it's easy to use, to transform, to transcendent. So this is a very important ray, because if we are going from 3D, there is no more good and bad. Okay, we need to overcome duality. So this is transcendentation and transmutation. This is also way of transforming things. So this is the 3 quality of this ray. The master who is here, it's Saint Germain and Archangel Zadkiel, and it's let's say it's a ray of the magic, okay, ritual. Every person who is doing some ritual, even when we are serving to Swami, you think it's a devotion, but everything which is in some kind of ritual, repeating things, it belongs to this ray. And this ray is responsible for, of course, lots of cleaning on the planet, many negative points, and say hot points on the planet. And this ray is helping us to integrate the sky and the earth, to ground it, our spirituality on the physical material, in physical form. So this is what I was saying. When you do your ascension part and you become the master, okay, you have more light, but this light, you need to know how to use it on your daily life, how to use it in with your relations, with your work, with your environment, everything. So we need to ground it, our spirituality on the planet. Who is staying on planet? No, after 7 initiations, some people continue on the other levels. But if you becoming a master, this is your goal, to become self-realized on the planetary level. This is first step. Then you need to know how to apply yourself, God, everywhere. Okay, and this is the mastery which we need to work on it. It's called the integration of the ascension. It's very important. We will speak more about it. And Brother Saha was already saying. So this 7 ray, so they belongs to people who do ceremonies, rituals, you know, this procession, also correlated to the military and the ships, okay? And the first one is correlated to the military. So everybody who is a soldier or general or something like this, it belongs to the first ray. This I forgot to say. You can see their discipline and their strength, no? Their strength, they belong to this ray. And first and 7 are very connected. Many people have this, the both. And yeah, and it's the purple light, which we can really use it, and it's very practical. And we met this master, maybe some of you also, in the Shambhala, when we were all together in Shambhala. Let me see. Now I'm finished. Let me see this. And somebody's telling me that we missed the fixed ray. Okay, we will return back.
The 5th ray, sister.
Yeah, we will. Sorry, I think that I was replying something. So now I will go to read your questions, because I was now focused to speak, and now we will just do the 5th one, and we will extend if we need something. How we have it time? 2:30. Okay. Rudram talks about good anger. Nice, much. Sister, how different are those 7 rays from the 12 cosmic rays? Yeah, so every of 7 rays, so the master of the 7 ray have the master over himself, who is on the cosmic ray. Okay, so first level is planetary monade. First, we belong to planetary monade. First 3. The first 3 rays are our planetary monade, and it can be, and then we have cosmic monade, and these masters are different, and they are leading our planetary monade. Okay, they are leading our planetary monade, but this we will speak later. Let's first finish that you have understanding who you are on the planetary level. This is we go from root up. No, we should not go from top. This is not grounded. So we will first explain this, and then on some of the lectures, when everybody will be ready, we will approach also cosmic level. Let me see others, more coming from Sun. or more. The 12 rays, 7 rays. No, the 12 rays and 7 rays not the same. So we will speak about it. Thank you. Fifth ray, Krishna and Rama. Yes, what is the color of the color of the third ray is yellow. Okay, and those people like to wear yellow. The people who like yellow color, they belong to this ray. Yes, yellow. Let's go on the fifth. Fifth ray is the ray of the concrete knowledge and science. And the master of this ray is Hilarion. I don't know, somebody heard about him. And he's also under the Mahachohan and the leadership of the third ray. And here we are learning how to use our mental part to be more productive. You know, how to be productive. So, you know, when you are everywhere, you need to organize yourself, yeah? And you need to have the concrete mind how to do some things. You are not spreading yourself everywhere. So this is this ray which can help us a lot. This is the ray of science. No, many science people are coming from here, and it's correlated to our mental body. The color is orange. Okay, the color which belongs to this ray is orange, and when we call this ray, the orange color is coming to us. And this is so this ray needs to learn how to use their power to assist, because they have knowledge, they have very concrete knowledge and power, how to use it to serve the humanity. Okay, because it can also be abused, like we have this corona knowledge in a laboratory. So this is the bad part of using the science to create some viruses which can be bioweapon or whatever. Or you can use the science and things to improve the humanity and bring much more things for them. Then in the sixth ray and the fifth ray, let's see what else we have here. I'm going through my papers. Yeah, they are very specific. Sometimes they're too much in the mind. No, this is the people who are too much in mind. So they can use other rays to get more in heart and relax themselves. And they, you know, the people who are emotional polarized, they don't like this ray. You know, they are just, oh my God, these people are not emotional polarized. They're just in their mental body. You know, they walk differently. They walk more on the fingers. They're not stepping like with the full leg on the floor. You can recognize this is one specific thing which I noticed. And so this is the ray of big chemic electricians or you know, many parts of the science we have here. They like to do analyze, you know, they analyze everything, you know, they can, whatever they took, they will do analyze of it until they don't find, you know, they go on the spot, on the source. Also, there is a lot of this energy there. The fifth, for example, if we are saying about the communities and the countries, what else is correlated to this ray? A lot of churches, lots of different churches will be around. And the best quality, which you will always think that is from the second ray, but not. The biggest quality of this ray is unconditional love. Unconditional love. This ray loves unconditionally, no? when it's in the higher state. And what else will be important that we speak now? Yeah, this is for now, because I would like that we open a little bit for question, and that we go on short meditation, that we can experience the rays, that you can, all of you will feel it, and this will be done for today. So let me see what time we have. It will be 3 o'clock, 3:30. Okay, let's open now for the questions. Who would like to ask the questions?
Yeah, pink color, I like a lot. I love a lot the pink color. So this belongs to which
Pink
ray?
color is the color which is correlated to divine energy and mother divine. Okay, it's not belonging to planetary level.
Okay.
Pink color is coming later when you extend it, and it goes in second chakra, in the second ray later.
Okay.
This is like you are updating yourself with more and more light, so you are getting more fine energies in your being.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
divine mother, no, divine mother, and the pink energy is energy which we can send when we want to heal, like when we want to give forgiveness, for example, or ask for the forgiveness. We can always send pink color to heart to that person. Yeah, Krishna
Okay.
was always pink, no? Krishna is for me pink something. He was bringing to me the pink color, Krishna. It comes on my mind. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Sarah?
Thank you.
Sairam, please tell
Yeah,
me.
we wanted to know, why is Swami put in the second ray? I thought he would be the source of all the rays.
I didn't put Swami in the second ray only. This is your conclusion. No,
Sorry.
I just say there is a top. We are all of all rays, but there are the three main rays. The planetary level. So when he was on planet, he was on planetary level, belonging to one ray. Can you understand this? Then
Yeah.
his cosmic level is something else. He's not. He's everything of this. We are not there where he is. Okay, we need to come there and be aware of it. Actually, we need to be aware of it, his parts. But the big teachers belong, their duty on the planetary level belongs to the second ray. You can recognize them. They imitate. He has a physical body, belongs to the second ray. He was very small, and the bones,
Yeah.
small bones, very gentle,
Okay.
love, a lot of.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
But he also we have every race. Yeah.
So what?
But you need to understand that this is the quality we want to develop. Okay, we are growing, so we want to develop. So we are learning from other types of the energy, and some things we want to improve and be aware of who we are. So when if you have big body, and like me, I'm very tall, and I have strong bones, and I accepting my this. I'm not crying. Why I'm not small and very gentle? I'm not. I can develop this energy and know how to use it and bring it in my to be more harmonized and recognize them. So this race can bring you more awareness who you are, and how to use energy, how to use properly energy for many things. So for me, it's not a overnight process. If you never heard something about it, or you never bring it in awareness and things like this.
Sorry, sister, you actually disappearing. It's not very clear today now. Your signal. We can't hear you at all now.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, we could not. We were not
Messages
able.
somebody was sending me. So now, is it okay?
A
Now,
little.
okay.
Hello, do you hear me? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Now
So
it's okay.
Vikash is raising his hand. Please, Vikash.
Yeah, we've just
Hello.
What?
sorry. You know, the question we've just said, why is the Swami's second ray? You've just answered our question. Thank you.
Okay. 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 Oh, okay. Okay.
Sister, how do these rays help us?
You just need to call it. So we will do the practical, and you just call this master, and he will fulfill you with this energy. And if you have some goal, you can call the master of that ray, and then you can practically use on the daily basis. For example, if you need protection, that you have some El Moria, and he will have attacked. Okay, and for example, so there are many use of. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now. Thank you.
Okay, so we will experience now. So maybe you can recognize already that you were dealing with this energy and you didn't know. And I will tell you the first steps. Don't go too far and don't think too much. Just do the first step. Like I give this meditation advice for the people who don't have Antakarana and who don't have. Now this is upgrade for the first meditation. More you have open a more bigger Antakarana you have, or channel you will be able to receive more of these energies. So this is very important that we start also working on ourselves, which is in our power. No, so more you will be able to channelize more this energy, and it will be more in use for you if you are working also on your Antakarana. It goes through Antakarana, it goes through your body and through your chakras, and through you can go around, however, using the purple light, yeah, and however using the golden light and white light, the same thing. But you need to call it. So the difference between dark side and the white side, okay, is they don't do anything if they are not asked. So the white side will never do if it's not asked or getting permission. Okay, so that's why the biggest takeaway for you is you need to ask. You need to ask masters, you need to ask for the help, you need to be all the time in the question. Something else?
Which master do we call?
What you need. Today we will go, you can always call them all. Like you can say, I'm calling the 7 planetary masters, 7 Chohans, to fulfill my bodies with their rays, 15 minutes, full spectrum of all the rays based on my planetary monad. Okay, this is what you can go, that you have all rays at once, and you are receiving the old qualities of the God. Or if you want to use, we need to be very careful when we are using the first ray, because this can hurt a lot others than us, and because it's the ray of the power. So if you feeling that you have some attacked, okay, something is attacking you, and actually you are not contributing to this attack. When I say you are contributing, it means that because of your thoughts and emotions, you are allowing that they come to your field. Then you call this master, El Moria, Arhanjo Michael, please fulfill me with the first ray. I need your protection. And that's it. And you use it as long you need. And when it's done, you say, thank you so much. And you release him. Okay, you release him. You don't use all day, all the time, and things like this. Then if you want to be more in love, you want more frequency of the love, you call the second ray. If you need wisdom, you call the second ray. If you do some business, some work, and you need to do some steps, you need to organize yourself properly, systematically, you call the third ray. Yeah, and you say, Master, can you please, or you want to finish something or make the structure of something, you call the third and seventh ray. Then science, no, if you are scientists, okay, not if you are scientists, this they already have developed. Yeah, the unconditional love. I think that everybody can start calling the fifth ray. So the unconditional love, it's not in the second, it's in the fifth ray. And it's the color is orange. And then if we have some conflict, and we always ask the higher aspect of the fourth ray, we search for harmony. So I have conflict in my farm, okay? It's a conflict between plants and insects and energies and different types. So I'm searching the way to make the harmony here. Harmony between all beings on the proper divine, according to the. Then mostly now for the start, you can use it for purification, okay? First and the second, 7 you can use for purification. You can, whenever is negative energy and you want to transform it, you can send this energy around your place and your room, your place where you are sleeping, your bodies in the morning, in the evening, no? So this is the basic. Start with the basic that you have experience, and then later the more things will come. It's also work on it, and we will extend some things, and we will speak how to transform your negative ego with this race. But it's not enough time. I need 1 or 2 more classes to do like this, that we get the deep of it. Something else?
Vlatkica. Vlatka.
So now,
Vlatka.
yeah. Hello?
Vlatka, do you hear me? Renata.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay,
Tell me, Renata.
Just ask, I didn't heard before, maybe you mentioned, but I didn't heard. Where are these informations, what are you talking about, are coming from? From whom or from where? From which school or?
Yeah, so I finished the school, I said already before, when I started giving lectures. So I finished the school, IM University, personal psychology by Dr. Joshua Stone.
Okay, thank you.
Now the Gloria, she took over the IM University, and before he's the master, he's enlightenment master, who was downloading all materials and did some beautiful things. So this is my source of learning. And Satya Sai Baba or Swami is in almost in every his lecture. So later I realized that he is from the beginning with me on the path.
Satya Sai Baba is everything and everywhere in all time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but you are not aware this from in the beginning of your path. Not all. I was not.
Someone is not aware, but maybe some of us are aware. Okay. Thank you, Vlatka.
Vlatka, one question. Do we need to say the name of the master specifically, or we can say master of Ray?
Yes, you can, but you also don't need. Let me see in this text, do I have the names? If not, I will write for you from my source. Just give me 1 second. Okay. In the text which I'm giving you, I have on English. This is the only things which I have on English. Very last things I have on English. Everything, all scriptures are in Croatian. So sometimes it's hard for me to translate. Let me see. The glory. Yeah, I will write I will write for you the names of the masters, so you can call them. But also, if you say I'm calling the master or Chohan of the first planetary ray, it will come only that master, nobody else will come.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So this is the science. There is a book about it. There is a book from Dr. Joshua Stone. He was a psychologist, and he wrote the book, The Complete Ascension Manual. So he gave the all program, which I'm sharing with you now, for the ascension from top to, and he's very strict because he's saying the ascension is not something spiritual only. It's also correlated to the physical level and the psychology level, which we need to learn how to balance our emotional, mental body and physical body, how to treat them all together. So that's why I like this approach. It's not something only spiritual, and it's not something out of the planet. It's a very, very grounded thing. The integrated master, many people get initiations and they are very high in the spiritual level, okay? And they cannot move forward until they don't finish the planetary part. They will never move forward. So until they don't get the planetary mastery or integration of it, they cannot go forward. If I said this properly, and if you could understand me. Okay.
So did you say ray 1 is planetary and ray 7 is heaven?
Sorry, can you repeat? I didn't hear properly.
So did you say that ray 1 is the lowest ray and ray 7 is the highest ray?
No. They are all, there is no better and bad ray. They're all needed and they are all good. The difference which I would like that you take take away, the sixth one will be out of the use very soon. Or it's a little bit, this is showing how the religions are stopped existing, okay? Everybody is using all religions and we are going all together on the same goal. And we are not anymore attached to the guru outside. As a guru, we will be more connecting inside. Okay, and this is, Swami was also teaching us to see the God inside. This is one thing which I want that you know. And there is no better. It's an aspect of the God, and all aspects are need. We need to have everything of this. Without will, with the will, you cannot do anything. Am I correct? No? So you need to have some personal will. You need to have love. You need to have some structure. You need to have all these aspects. Some of us, we are more polarized in something, which is okay. And we can serve through this, yeah? We can contribute to this. And some of us need to develop some other things. So we can use, all rays are given to us for the use.
Okay.
Yeah. But you will recognize yourself, no? You will start saying, oh, this is what I have, oh, this is what, maybe some things you will not see, and maybe even deny, especially we like to deny the negative side of ourselves. It's hard to accept that we are not only good, and in the end we are, but I'm saying there are aspects which we need to transcend and work on it. So the rays is something very, very good. It can contribute you on the path of ascension. And one thing which I was confused, and I would like that you somehow see it or understand it. So I had lots of questions. Oh, who is this master? What is this masters? And because they're working the both sides, you need to understand that from cosmic level, there is no black and white. And there are two parts. Yes, there is a part which serves God, and there is a part which serves light part, and there is a dark part. And this dark part is also serving God. Okay, so that there is no polarity and this duality. The God will never express himself as a good or a bad. No, so that's why those who are serving God through dark side, they're also servant of the God. And that's why God is not judging. And then your thing is, what you want to be, how you want to serve God, and you have choice now to choose the light. Okay, and then we are not judging this dark side. We should not judge. We should be in interesting point of view. We should not have any point of view. This is where is your protection. Whenever you don't have point of view, what is good or bad, you are protected. Okay, as soon there is a one sentence, it is from this movie, the Star Wars, from Master Yoda, yeah, like don't go in the level of the fear and the and the fear and the hate. You will attract the dark side. Okay, so as soon you start judging and complaining, and you are opening yourself to receive this. So some people like to be there, and there are many people they don't want to change themselves. Trust me, they're still enjoying to be in drama, and this is their choice. The only thing which is your choice, who you want to be, where are you going, and what are you choosing for yourself. This is my point of view, and I really have deep experience of it. So I'm saying from my experience, you need to have your own and think with your own head. But I'm just sharing my personal experience, how I saw it, and it was given to me that I can even perceive something like this.
Sister, is there any difference between these masters and the various sort of demigods that we encounter in Hindu mythology, like Ganesh, to remove obstacles?
Look, yes, it is correlation, but yeah, it is correlation, but I don't know to interpret for you. Maybe you can research about it, because I was not going like that in it, so I was not doing comparison, but you can, like Ganesha is for the change and transformation and etc. like this, so you can see the correlation in every religion, no? Everything. There are all the principles are everywhere the same. Okay, it's everywhere the same. Something else. Now I would like that we go in the practical part, so that we finish on the time. That if the people have some other responsibility later. So I would ask who wants to join and feel for 2-3 minutes every ray. So how much we have? We have 20 minutes. So 3 minutes. 3 minutes we will take for every ray. So you can experience it. If you don't experience today, don't bother yourself. You will, or it's not, you're not now enough sensible or whatever. Just open yourself maximum how you can. Sit in the some comfortable position. Let the spine be straight. First, I want to ask, are you okay with this, that we do this?
Yes,
Hello?
please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. So sit in the comfortable position. If you feel some fear and you have some doubts or whatever, ask for your protection, that you get only what is for your higher good. This is for those who are suspicious and maybe don't trust, or they think, what is this? So you can ask Swami, or Swami be with me, whatever. And then I will call master by master. It's not even the name. Sorry? Yes?
Can you give a comfort break 2 minutes, please?
Okay. Go for toilet. Okay.
Sorry.
2 minutes. 2 minutes just to do pee and come back. Or water if somebody is thirsty. So we can take some water also.
Sairam, sister. Vodka.
Okay. We are back.
Yes, we are back.
Like a balloon around yourself with this light. So it will be the filter for the energies which are coming to you. Now we are giving gratitude to Master Saint Germain, and we are releasing him and let him go. We give gratitude to all 7 masters to give us experience. Okay. Now slowly return your awareness in your physical body, move your physical parts of body, and you can open your eyes. So we would have maybe 5 more minutes if we have some question. I will post the basic of the race on the group, and I will post the names of the names of the masters of the every ray, and the small thing how you can call them, how to call them, what is the formula, how to say it. And the very important thing is that when you call them, you don't need to be focused and sit. Okay, you can if you have time, but this is the passive way on your light work. So you can watch television and you can call, and they work on you. Okay, and fulfill you with these qualities which you can ground it on the planetary level and use them in daily life. One more thing which I want to share, like what I did for myself, and that you always choose, if you're on the path of the light, that you always choose whatever you do for others or through you, the channel who you are, that is always according to the God will, that is for the higher self, that is for the higher good yourself and all included, and on the way which is the safe for everybody. Okay, so this can be your protection, because we don't know sometimes, and we don't want to do, like, let's say, mistakes, and we don't want to abuse and use negative way of the energy. So this is what you can do in the morning, like, God, let me serve only in this way, and everything else, even if I do, don't let this be done through me. So this is the way how you choose and protect yourself until you don't have enough awareness on for the path of the light. Okay, higher self, you for the good will, higher self and all around you, and respecting the free will of everybody, including. So free will needs to be respected. You cannot decide for your friend, oh, I will send her a little bit of this ray, it will help her. No, you will get portion. Okay, so this is not good. You need to ask, look, I have this tool and I can help you. Would you like that I help you? Or if you really see that this person it's not able to reach you and you will not able to hear you, then your prayer should be let she hear me from inner side. Let her powerful I am presence give me permission. And if you can see and you get permission, then you can do. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, you are doing the dark side. If you are sending things like this and changing things for others, if this is not their free will. Okay.
Okay. Vlatka, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay. So whenever you do these exercises, my body will be vibrating so much, and my right hand will be rising up. So, and the seventh ray, when you are telling, the right hand which was raised is so long, and it is not the same as the physical thing. It was very long. What is this, like?
Yeah, it's energy. You have approach to energy, okay? You don't need to be victim now for your life. You get the tool, and energy is available to you. You don't need to suck other people energy, or you don't need to be low down. Every time when you feel low down and you want to, for example, you want to go and run and do something for your physical body, okay? You want to do jogging, okay? And you are lazy, you don't have this motivation, you don't have energy, and you have good intention. You want to raise your physical body, that you are more healthier, and it will help for your ascension. You call the master of the first ray. Please fulfill me now 10 minutes with this ray, and you will get energy. Or you need to wake up early and you don't want to oversleep, or you are tired, you call the master, you give the request, master, can you please fulfill me with the first ray at 5 o'clock in the morning, okay? And you will get up, you will get support of divine energy. But you should not abuse it. You should be smart and not abuse for everything and things like this. It's a help on your ascension. It's a huge help.
Okay, thank you.
So there is no more excuse, I cannot do it, okay? After this, I don't want to hear, no, I cannot do it. No. You have all support to go and start and do something.
Okay, thank you a lot.
Yeah. So this is for today, what I was planning. If it will be space and time, and if you will wish, we will continue with the second part, where I will continue with 5. We will continue with 5 more and explaining the combination of them and how to use them. This is until the 12th planetary, and we will go deeper in how to clean our negative ego through science of the race. So you can work on your negative part, which you want to transform. You can use this race, and we will go deeper to it. Okay. So I will speak with Julius. Yeah, I will speak with Julius for the further class. Hello, somebody speaking? Okay. Kasia, your microphone is open.
I'm sorry. Okay, so regards and silence.
Okay, silence. So please, if somebody have some question now, we are done. It's 5:30. It's 3:30. I don't know.
Sister, one small question. You said yes. The rays are not the auras, right?
No. The rays are the energy, the attribute and aspect of God, what you are made of. Okay, it's not aura. Aura is the field mix of everything, but it's not only aura. You cannot say this is aura, because the ray is attribute, the quality of your energy, the color of your energy, the smell of your energy, the power of your energy. This is ray.
All right.
Okay, it's an energy. It's an energy which you already have in yourself, and you are made of it.
You take one with 7 masters.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Sorry, sister, should we be doing the invocation of the 7 masters every day like that, like you demonstrated just now?
Yeah, you can do like this and fulfill your body with all energy. Or, as I told you, few tips, if you remember. So first one for protection. Okay, because now we are in the days when we have a lot of attacks, and more you will shine, more you can have, some disruption, let's say like this. And then when you want to be more in love, in the energy of love, and you cannot, or I remember myself, I couldn't love some people before. So you can also call the energy of love. The God will give you this energy. No, it's available to us. The energy is available to us. And then you can imitate, you can be energy of love. Then when you do some business, you do some work, and you want to some organization, and you need this concrete things to apply in your life. This is many spiritual people are not grounded. They don't have this focus. You call the third ray, and for harmony, fourth ray. To use the science and to serve better unconditional love, and then you call that fifth ray. The sixth ray, I think that we all are into it as a devotees, and we understand this very well. And the seventh ray for purification. So this is your basic things which you can use on daily life and experiment with it. And you can sit and call only 7-1. You can sit and call, you need to start to explore for yourself what is it, and which I give you the basic of the basic, and now it's on you to practice what I'm telling you. To have experience, you need to sit and watch. But if you have trust, oh, this is working, and then you don't need to. You can watch television and call the ray, and your light energy, and you will receive this quality in your field, which you can use later for the high good, for what you need. Okay, you will not fulfill yourself with the power to destroy somebody, and slap him. Yeah, so this is abuse of the first ray. You will use this energy to make your path of this ascension easier. No, you are now support, and you have information that this is existing.
Thank you. Well, would you mind doing a recording like you did for the other Merkaba one, which we could follow?
Okay, I will do also. Okay, I will do also this for you, recording and written, and I will post the material. Just give me maybe some time today.
Yes.
Maybe it will not. It will not be maybe this minute, but I will do it today. Okay.
Thank
and then
you.
we will see when and how we will continue. Thank you all for listening and contributing and willing to do something. And let's go, Brother Julius. Brother Julius, what is?
Thank you, Vladka. Sairam.
Sairam.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you, sister.
Someone wants to speak, right? I think 2 persons wanted to speak.
Okay, yes.
So, Sister Sairam, I just wanted to know, all these masters, how would we know which master relates to what kind of light? Will you be posting that?
Yes, I said that I will write in the group. I will post you the basics of the rays and their good and bad sides. I will post you the names of the masters and the colors. Yeah. And we will make small audio for leadership, how you can do it to have experience. So this I will extend on our group. So you can just, it will be posted there.
Thank you, Sister Sairam.
Welcome.
Short question, sister. If I'm blocked, who should I call? Betray. If I'm blocked energetically.
Okay, energetically means what? Where are you blocked?
Head or solar plexus.
Purification.
Chakra.
Always purification. So if you are feeling that you have attacked, put yourself in the protection first. Imagine around yourself first, Ray, and ask El Moria for protection, and then work on your the center channel to purify these centers where you have blockage, energetically blockage. No, the meditation which we give before, and fulfill yourself as much as possible with the 7th ray.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sister Blaka. Amazing. You are just initiating and giving so much of this energy. So many people are benefiting from it. It's amazing that she's showing us exactly which ray is what kind of qualities, what kind of energy it is. It's really wonderful to know. And you have to remember that we are all a monad. We are all together, and we are actually in 1111 synchronicity. So what happened is, I believe that you will receive whatever you need to receive. Yeah, this race will manifest before you. You feel empowered when you need it. Yeah, so as per your need, it will be filled. Yeah, so these are the beauty of the rays when you allow the entire ray, because all the 7 ray itself is actually one. Yeah, they are one, and you're just breaking it down so that we are able to appreciate it more, and the power of each ray. Yeah, so it'd be great if you allow the entire ray to fill yourself up, and whichever that you need it most will be revealed to you, and you will come to know about it. You will feel empowered by it. Okay. All right. Thank you so much again, Sister Vladka, for all this sharing and effort.
Okay, welcome.
All right.
And Sairam to everybody. Bye-bye.
Sairam.
Sairam.
Sairam, thank you, Sister Vladka and Brother Julius.
Sairam.
Thank you.
Sairam, thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Sairam, brother.
Sairam, thank you.
Sairam, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll start Mr. Lu.